Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Monday, down. You ready? 694. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 48.
Now a run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 48.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Black, E2.
Now Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
694. 734.
Throwing now is Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Carr to throw. And Abdullah lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Cook. Zone, touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again with Ware. And an alley to run. Still fighting through tackles. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Cover 0.
On 1st down, Abdullah. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They run it here. Where? He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Down, you lady.
Now Carr, got to have this one. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go.